Hi, my name is Ankur and I have created Aligned, a Google Sheet add on to help you connect your day to day work with your long term goals. Within one sheet, you can manage all your work across multiple businesses, projects, or products. So, let me quickly show you how it all works. So, after you have installed the Align add on, you will see the Align button on top of your Google Sheets toolbar. To set it up for the first time, click on the Align button and then click on Initialize Workspace. It will first ask you for authorization. This is one-time work, so let's authorize it. Click on OK and then select your account and complete the authorization. After authorization, it will ask you to connect with Aligned Web App by creating a free account. So click on Create Free Account and then use Sign in with Google and you are done. Now go back to the sheet again, close this box and click on Initialize Workspace again. This time it will create sheets and set up your workspace. In total, it will create 8 sheets. Let's see each sheet and how to get started. In the first Start Here sheet, you will get a quick reference of all instructions, options, and how to work with the sheet. Next is the Settings sheet. There is only one thing that you have to change in this sheet, and it's called Categories. You will see a placeholder values for categories, which you can customize for you. Basically, these categories are the different projects you are working on, products you are working on, different businesses you are working on, those kind of things. So for example, let me delete all these things and customize these for this walkthrough. Say I'm working on building and growing a SaaS company called SaaS ABC. Also consulting for client. And I'm also trying to build my personal brand on Twitter. That's it. That's all the change you have to make. All other options will remain as it is. You can also change time zone if you want. And with that, we move to the next sheet. The next sheet is the goals sheet, and it is the place to set your long-term goals, things you want to achieve in the next couple of months. So let me quickly set this up for this walkthrough. For each goal, you can select the quarter in which you want to work on it, as well as its current status. With this, you have recorded all your goals and their current status. We'll move to the next sheet called routines. This sheet is for creating day-wise routine. So often there are things that we want to do based on which day it is. For example, say every Monday you research and create a list of 20 prospects to cold email in the week, or maybe you want to write a blog post every Thursday. Such tasks are fixed based on the day of the week. This sheet is the place to add all such tasks. You just design your weekly routine once and then it will keep working forever. For this walkthrough, I'm going to create routine for just 2 days as an example. And I can add categories. The good thing about this sheet is for each routine task, you can map the category it belongs to as well as the goal. And hence, this forms the basis of your strategic planning. With this, I have created routine task for 2 days. You will obviously create it for all your days. So now with routine task in place, let's move to the next sheet called planner sheet. On this sheet, during the time of initialization, the system creates one example row for you. This sheet is for date-wise planning, tasks that you don't do every week, but you want to do on particular dates. You can add two types of tasks here, one-time task and recurring tasks. Recurring tasks are kind of projects. They have a start date, end date, and recurring frequency. For example, every 15 days, you want to email updates to your investors. This is a recurring task. It's neither a day-wise weekly routine nor a one-time task. So for such task, you will add a recurring frequency. This entry for recurring task will be considered as a template and the system will create task from it on the appropriate dates. Let me quickly populate this sheet so that you will get clear idea about what I'm doing. As you can see, I have added 3 tasks, out of which second task is a recurring task. So let me quickly add the recurring values to it. Say I want to start sending from today and I'll send it for 1 month. What this means is between these two dates, that between this start and end date, I want to send emails to my investors. Now comes the recurring frequency. I have created fixed recurring frequency format that you can use. You will find them here in the start here sheet. As you can see here, supported rules. The recurring frequency can be things like daily, weekends, weekdays, or it can be multi-days like weekly, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or some other days format that you want to select. Maybe you want to do something weekly on Monday and Friday. So you use this format, weekly dash Monday, comma Friday. You also have other formats, monthly 15 or monthly last. It means you want to do this task on 15th of every month. So let's go back to the planner sheet and add the recurring frequency. Say for the sake of this example, I want to update my investors every week at the start of the week and at the end of the week. So the recurring frequency will be. Now what we have created here is a mix of one-time tasks and a recurring template. And the system is going to process this recurring task template by translating this into date-wise tasks. So based on the recurring frequency, it's going to create tasks for that day. For example, the current recurring frequency is weekly, Monday and Friday. And if today is Monday, we expect a new task to be added in our actionable for this date. And similarly for Friday, similarly for next Monday, next Friday, and so on until the due date. Next comes the today sheet. Every morning, the system will populate this sheet for you with the tasks planned for the day. All day you do the work, add notes, update status of each task, and then at the end of the day, completed task will be moved to archive and incomplete task will move to planning with their dates rolled over. Let's see how it works. So right now, today's sheet is empty. The planner sheet has 3 tasks, out of which the second task is a recurring task. So we are going to see a few things here. First, we want recurring task template to be translated into actual date-wise task. Second, we want the today sheet to be populated with tasks from planner as well as from routine. So first, let's see how it works. Every morning, the workflow is you go to aligned and then click sync today. As you can see, the system has translated recurring task template into date-wise tasks. It has also brought in tasks from the weekly routine to the planner, and then it has find out what all tasks to be done today. First, the recurring task send update email to investors has been added for all Mondays and Fridays till the due date. Second, for today, the system has checked the weekly routine and translated the routine to a date-wise plan. Now let's see what happened in the today sheet, which was blank initially. As you can see, Aligned has populated the today sheet and added the task you have to do today. That's all. Now the whole day, you just have to stay here on the today sheet and execute these tasks, knowing fully well that all the work you are going to do today is in full alignment with your long-term goals. Now all day you can work on these tasks, add notes and change their status. For this example, I am going to randomly change the status of these tasks to show the end of the day status. So now at the end of the day, I have completed 2 tasks and 2 are in progress. At this point, all completed tasks should be moved to archive for record keeping, and all incompleted tasks should be moved to planning where they can be rescheduled for the next day. So at the end of the day, all you have to do is to click on Align and click on Process Day. As you can see, it has archived 2 tasks and rescheduled the other 2 tasks for the next day. Let's quickly check archive if it has been done correctly. So 2 completed tasks have been moved to archive. As you can see, 2 incomplete tasks, build prospect list and client work, which are in progress, are scheduled for the next day. So tomorrow morning, when I sync it, I get these incomplete rolled over tasks in my today sheet so that I can work on them, complete them, and there is no leak. This is all. I have also created a community so you can join it. And if you face any difficulties, if you have any questions and suggestions, you can post there.